like y'all doing good. Y'all sound like y'all mad. Why you tired? You was up all night?
Yeah, well,
What's wrong with that? The early bird get the worm.
But the second rat get the cheese.
How many of y'all in here are athletes? Play basketball, football. Man, you ain't wanna, you look like you ready though. I can't believe you raised your hand and you talking about you had to get up this morning. In order to be a great athlete, you gonna have to get up early. Because you're gonna have to put in work. Take your hood off, take your hood off. All right, my name is Jamal Sylvester. I'm the Jobs for America's Graduates College and Career Readiness Coordinator. And today, the St. Joe County Systems of Care is putting on a Youth and Family Summit, and they asked me to talk about your future. And so the title of my presentation is Don't Let Your Past Determine Your Future. Focus on your future. Somebody kind of tell me what you think that means.
I think it means like, say you had like a rough past, and you want to be big. Like, you can't let your past like ruin your future.
That's true. Somebody else. I'm gonna need some participation. We're gonna do some activities. We're gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna get y'all moving around, but I need some participation. Don't let your past hold you back. I like that. Somebody else.
Ignore the past?
Ignore the past, yeah. Because how many of y'all in here done did some stuff that you're not proud of? Don't raise your hand up, because I'm going to raise my hand up because I done did some stuff. And the issue with sometimes when we do stuff is we allow the stuff that we do to dictate how we move along in life. And we allow some of the things that we do because we're embarrassed by them, or we know that they were, probably not so good, and we allow those things to keep us from moving forward. And so what we need to do is, and what I'm going to teach you guys today is how to not allow your past to keep you from getting to your future. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. Was born and raised on the west side. Moved to South Bend in 1986, 87, due to some situations my mom was going through. My father went to prison when I was 4, and so I grew up without a dad. And so there was a lot of things that I learned from the streets and from the different people in my neighborhood that I was watching, that I was looking up to, that were not so good. And so I started to go down the wrong path. Got sent to South Bend. I was upset with my mom because she sent me and my sister up here to live with my aunt, and it was only supposed to be for a summer. And I've been here ever since. I never went back to Chicago, which is a great thing because while social media has taken Chicago and kind of turned it into this horrific city, and yes, there's a lot of bad things going on there, those things have been going on since I was a young boy. And so it's always been Chirac for me. So I came to South Bend, and when I came to South Bend, I was given an opportunity. Came to South Bend, I grew like 7 inches in a summer. I played basketball a little bit in Chicago, but in Chicago, it was football. Everybody wanted to be Walter Payton. He's one of the greatest running backs of all time. And so I wanted to be Walter Payton, but as you can see, I'm kind of thin. And so being a running back probably wasn't going to be in the cards. And at the time, I was only about 5'8", maybe. And I grew those 6 or 7 inches, and a family member of mine was like, look, man, I don't know what you're doing this summer, but you're going to play basketball. I'm like, yeah, whatever, man, I don't want to play no basketball. Man, he put the ball in my hand, and I fell in love. The first thing I ever fell in love with was a basketball. I slept with my basketball. When I went to the grocery store, I dribbled my basketball. I carried the groceries in my right hand, dribbled with my left hand. When my arm got tired, I switched hands, but I was working on my game. And so that's what I fell in love with. And when you love something, you treat it right. And you protect it, and you spend time, and you put a lot of energy into it. And because I loved it so much, and because I began to watch the games and began to see stuff on ESPN, I'm like, man, I could be good at this if I put in work. How many of you guys dream? Raise your hands if you dream. Dream. When you lay down at night, you dream. What do you see?
Me in the future?
You in the future? What does that look like?
I don't know.
Then how you see yourself in the future if you don't know? I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna let somebody else answer, and then you'll get it. My man right here.
Like sometimes you have dreams about like things that are not real, stuff like that. That's something.
We're talking about when you have dreams and something that pertains to you, and I think my man got it. So start us off.
I'm a good football player, wide receiver,
Wide receiver
NFL, yeah.
in NFL. What team? Because I know you seen your jersey. What team was you playing for?
Panthers.
The Panthers. Oh, you like Cam Newton? Huh? Okay. Somebody else dreams. What you dream about?
I see myself like as a starting small forward for the Indiana Pacers.
You like the Pacers? You homegrown. You gonna keep it at the crib. I like that. Somebody else. One more. Somebody else tell me a dream. I'm gonna pick on my nephew. I know you got big dreams, so just share some of that with us.
Playing the NBA.
Speak up. We can't hear you.
Playing the NBA.
To play in the NBA?
Yeah.
For any team, it don't matter what team. Do you have? What's your dream team?
Cavs.
The Cavs?
Yes.
LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm a LeBron fan too. Okay, so you got a dream. And the reason why you need to dream is because, let me go back.
I'm getting paid to
This is why.
paid to record.
Somebody read that for me.
Dreams are the road map for our journey through life.
Dreams are your roadmap. Your dreams. So when I was in high school, on game day, I would fall asleep every day in my 5th hour class on those game days. And I would have the most amazing dream. I would dream that I had 32 points, 16 rebounds. I was player of the game. I had 3 monster dunks. And because I had a vision, because I dreamed that, and because I put in my work in the summertime, you know, if you see it, you can have it. And so because I had that dream, I went out on the floor and I performed the dream that I had. And I'm talking about to a T. I almost perfectly had everything that I had. I remember we was playing against St. Joe. And my stats at the end of the game was 32 points, 16 rebounds, and I had 3 dunks. I'm like, man, oh man. Of course. So I can dream and I can make my dreams come true. And so for those of you that are athletes, or those of you who are good in business, music, whatever it is that you're good at, you got to begin to have dreams. You got to begin to see yourself in those dreams, doing those things, because now you have a vision. Now you can make that vision come to fruition. You can make it happen. You can make it your reality.
Like, how come, like, you say you dream of it and you practice over the summer? How can you know I'm a ball player now?
I'm 43 years old. I had a career-ending knee injury. I played for South Bend Riley High School. How many of y'all are going to Riley? Are you there now?
Yeah.
If you walk in the hallway outside the gym, there's a huge poster, and it's me.
That's you?
Yeah, I only played varsity basketball 2 years. I played my junior and senior year. I was what you call a late bloomer because I didn't have a father and I didn't have the right people in my life showing me the right things. I didn't really know what I wanted to be or what I wanted to do. And so I wasn't really pursuing anything. And so with the basketball thing, I'm looking and I'm watching the Michael Jordans and I'm watching the Scottie Pippens and I'm watching all of these people. I'm like, man, I can do that. And then I had an old school cat pull me to the side and said, man, you can have whatever you want. It's all on you. There's nothing like a made up mind. When you make your mind up to do a thing, and that's good or bad. We just talked about some of us that did some stuff. And so when you make your mind up to do something, you get it done. And so I wanted to be great. How many of you guys in here want to be good? Raise your hands. Blake, you failed for it twice. This is the second time. We just did it in the awards banquet. How many of you know that good is the enemy of great? Good is the enemy of great. I asked you, did you want to be good? I wouldn't have raised my hand if I was y'all, because I want to be more than good. Everybody in the room raised their hand and said they wanted to be good. You didn't? That's good for you. But the majority of the people raised their hand and said they wanted to be good. I challenge you, because I wanted to be great. And to be great, you got to do some things different. I used to wake up in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I met my cousin, and we would dribble all the way to the park. And then we would do one-on-one drills, one-on-one full court to 100. It's 102 degrees outside, no shade, full court to 100. Dedication. I was committed. I was committed to my dreams. I wanted to be great. I would be at the park from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. working on my craft, perfecting my craft, because I knew that I could do something with that. I knew that it could make a better way for me. I was tired of living in the hood. I was tired of struggling. And I knew that at 15, 16 years old, that I could do something about it. What I did was, I had a monster senior year. We went to semi-state. I played at the Fort Wayne Coliseum where the Fort Wayne Pistons, the NBA team, before they went to Detroit, where they played their games at. I played, and I got a lot of looks. People noticed me because we had a really good season, and I scored a lot of points. So I went to this thing called the Top 40 Workout. They picked the top 40 seniors in the state of Indiana. They have you all come to Indianapolis, and they make you play against each other to pick this team called the Indiana All-Star Team. It's the most prestigious team that you can be on in the state of Indiana. They only pick 12 players, 12 out of the entire state of Indiana. There's hundreds of high schools, hundreds and thousands of players. They only pick 12 to be on this team. And I was one of them. I was my school's first Indiana All-Star in 45 years. And there's been a lot of great talent that came through South Bend Riley before me. I'm not saying that I'm the greatest, I'm not saying that I'm the best, but I'm saying that I did something that can't very many people say. It's only one other person two can say that they did what I did. That's Ernie Kovac in 1945 on the Riley High School state runner-up team. And then my cousin, who was my point guard, when I made it, he made it the year later. 3 people. And all of this time that Riley has been up and been going. Yo, my man, wake up. How you gonna go to sleep? Don't disrespect me. You shouldn't have came if you wasn't gonna come in here and get something. Get your hand off your head. What's your name? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Don't scratch your head. I'm gonna put you on blast because I'm not getting paid to do this. I had to get up just like you had to get up, and I had to get up a little early. And so if nothing else, you guys owe me the respect to pay attention, not be on your phone, not to be doodling, because what's gonna end up happening while you here and you going to sleep and you in la la land, there's gonna be some stuff that I'm gonna say to you that could probably help your life. Because you fit the description just like I did. And everybody assumed that you're gonna do exactly what you did. He don't care. He don't want nothing. He think he got it all figured out. He think he know. And you don't know nothing. Because proof that you don't know nothing is that you sitting in the front and you trying to go to sleep. And I'm the fun police. I don't mind calling people. I worked in the Department of Corrections for 15 years. I work with the hardest of the hard, young and old. And so I don't mind because I understand what's waiting outside these doors for y'all. I know. And the streets don't care. They don't care about you wanting to go to the NFL, or you want to go to the NFL, or you want to be a small forward for the Indiana Pacers. The streets don't care. They don't care. You might have 1 or 2 people that may care about your well-being and want what's best for you. Most of us, you don't have those type of people. So we have to do it for ourselves. And so you got to dig down deep. And you got to want it for yourself. And so I challenge you to pay attention. Pay attention so that you can get what you need to get. You got an activity that we're going to start off with. I need you guys to relax, shake your arms a little bit, Shake your arms a little bit. Cooperation. Cooperation. Shake your arm, man. You in here, shake your arms. Anthony. What is it? I'm gonna call you Anthony because you acting like the Anthony that I know in the JJC. Michael, look at me. You need to learn how to do this. You're a young man and I'm an older man. It's called respect. So when I'm talking to you, look at me. How old are you? 13? You live with your mom and your dad? Your mom? Look at me. We talking. We having a conversation. Because I'm gonna show you how to do the mature thing. Don't put your eyes down because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I've been to court with kids your age who only live with their mom, and they were standing in front of a judge, and the judge was getting ready to sentence them to either you can go back home to your mom, or you finna go to the Department of Corrections. And because he couldn't look that judge in the face, he couldn't find his voice, that judge sent him to the Department of Corrections. 18 months. Hard time. So you gotta learn how to look, even when you're upset. You mad at me right now, and I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that, because I used to be mad too. And you guys are ignorant, and don't hear that as a bad word. Ignorant means you've been ignored. Somebody has left you out on your own, uncovered, and they didn't teach you guys the things that you need to know. And without having a man, your dad, or having an uncle, or some type of male role model in the household, it'll cause you to not know some things that you need to know in life. Because there's people out here that take advantage of people who don't have a voice, or people who don't know how to look people in the eye. There's a lot of people that take it. I watched it. You know how much they charge to have one of y'all go to South Bend Juvenile Operational Facility? Somebody take a guess how much it costs to house somebody for 6 months. 10,000? Nope.
11,000.
Nope.
12,000.
No.
13,000.
10,
14,000.
15,000?
No.
15,000.
$75,000 for 6 months. And you know what I used to hear? I used to hear case managers, or sometimes we can call them guidance counselors, who, because you guys don't show up in class, you go to class and then you don't do the work. Why come to school if you're not gonna do the work? Why go through all of that energy to wake up, to go to school, to not do the work? Because they friends? Yeah, it is peer pressure, man. It is. And you know what? I did it. And I'm so ashamed that I did it. Because I could have did so much better. You guys need to make sure that you guys that want to be athletes, you guys should be A1 students. If you're the top dog on the court, you need to be the top dog in your class. I was the man on the court. But I had a coach. And that's what you guys got to stop doing. Stop letting people set low bars for you. You got to set your goals high. My high school coach told me, you know what, Jamal? We want you on the team. We think you can help us out. But you can play if you get a C average. What's a C average? 70%? Is it giving it your all? Is it giving it your best? No. It's kind of so-so. And guess what? I thought I was real slick, and I thought I was real smart. And I was like, man, I got this. All I got to do is get a C. Guess what? I got a C. So now it's time for me to get ready to go to college. I'm looking at the TV, I'm watching ESPN, CBS, and I see Syracuse, Duke, North Carolina. I'm like, man, I know I can play there. I want to go there. Notre Dame, right in our own backyard. I'm like, man, I know I can go there and play. I'm that good. None of those schools called me. Guess why? Because I was an average student. What I didn't know is that all of those institutions that I named, they are academic institutions. And so before Duke is the greatest basketball program, or Notre Dame is a really good football and basketball program, or Syracuse is a really good basketball program, they're academic institutions first. I had no clue. Nobody in my family went to college, like some of y'all. Nobody told me. I didn't have a big brother. I didn't have a mentor to come back and talk to me to tell me about what's gonna happen next. And so with that C average, I still did okay. I got a full ride scholarship to go to Ball State University, right in Muncie. Everything paid for. Tuition, room and board, books, and food. For somebody from the hood, that's pretty good, ain't it? And that rhyme. I didn't even know I could spit bars like that. Huh? Huh? Right, bars. And so I went to Ball State. But because I was like some of you guys, I didn't have nobody imparting to me to teach me how to be a man. I got to Ball State and I made some bad decisions. Freshman year, I'm not knowing what to expect in college. And I get there, how I used to think that it was a whole bunch of work in high school, it was 10 times as much work when I got to college. And guess what I did in college? I struggled. I was a C student in college because once again, I had another man who I looked up to, somebody who I thought was going to impart to me. Once again, he set a low bar for me. In college, my coach told me, all you got to get is a 2.0 and you can play. With my real slick and smart self, once again, I took the easy road and I got C's. But then I wasn't playing that much. How many of you, if you're not playing, it affects your game, it affects your attitude, it affects everything that you do in life? It don't affect you. Do you play any sports? Then you should be raising your hand, because I know when you ain't playing. When you sitting on the bench and your guys in the game, you cool with that? No, I didn't think so. So in cooperation, you're supposed to raise your hand. Because I know I felt horrible. I knew I was one of the better players on the team, but because I was immature, my coach would not put me on the floor. He was letting the 6 men, like the managers and the practice players, get in the game before me. And I'm crying. What is going on, man? And I was ready to leave. I almost left Ball State. I almost gave up. It's like $30,000 to go to school there for everything that I named off. I almost let it go because I wasn't getting my way, because I was immature. And so I got kicked off the team for 4 games. He wouldn't let me come to practice. He wouldn't let me even come in the gym. He closed practice. He had curtains up. So if I tried to walk through and sneak and peek and see what they was doing, I couldn't see. He had managers and coaches at every entrance. Where you going? He took the thing that I loved the most, he took it from me. And I was sick. Like, man, that's what that feel like? That's what that feel like. I didn't like that feeling. And so I made it in my mind that I was going to be a better student. Because what I had to realize was, me not going to class wasn't hurting him. He still got paid. We still played games. It hurt me. My GPA. So now I got to work real hard to get it back up so I can be eligible. That's freshman year. You think, okay, he got it figured out. I didn't. Sophomore year come around. I'm homesick. And I was number 2.5 hours away from South Bend. I'm sick. I miss my little girlfriend. I miss my mom. I miss my brother and my sisters. I run my phone bill up and I can't use my phone in my door no more. Can't make no more long distance calls. I'm gonna call home. I'm gonna talk to my mom. I'm gonna talk to my little brother, to my little sister. I'm gonna talk to my girlfriend. So I get with some older cats and they gave me the code. Every college coach got a long distance code that they can use to make long distance phone calls. Once again, with my real smart slick self, hey man, let me get that code. I'm calling all over the place. Oh man, now I can call my cousin in California. I can call my auntie in Alabama. I can call my cousin in Arkansas. I'm making all of these long distance phone calls. Somebody peeped the phone bill and seen that the phone bill was kind of higher than normal. They run through and start checking. They making calls to all of the numbers on the list. Who do you know that called from us? Oh man, my people not even knowing what it is. Oh man, my cousin Jamal, he at Ball State, he on the basketball team. Straight told on me, I got popped. NCAA violation. I had to pay $765 back and I got suspended by the NCAA for 4 games. Once again, basketball taken from me. Why? Somebody else.
Because you made a bad decision.
Because I made a bad decision. Because I made a bad decision. To me, I didn't think I was doing nothing wrong. I was trying to call home to talk to my people. Is there something wrong with that? Is there something wrong with me wanting to talk to my girlfriend? Is there something wrong with me wanting to talk to my mom? No, it's not. But how I went about it was wrong. I knew that code wasn't mine. But sometimes we get put in situations and we get put in desperate situations that make us compromise who we are. And we lose our integrity as a man or a woman. And I compromised. I knew it was wrong. At about age 2 or 3, because our parents pop us on the hand, we know right from wrong. And so you guys are at an age that your excuse can't be, I didn't know. I didn't know that was bad. That can't be an excuse no more because you do know. And with the help of social media and the internet and all of that stuff, man, everything, man, it's at y'all fingertips. Junior year rolls around, I'm like, man, this is gonna be my best year. I'm gonna put it all together. And I did. I had the best season. I led the team in scoring and I came off the bench. We won the MAC conference. We won the MAC championship. And we went to the NCAA tournament. And I told y'all I'm from Chicago, right? Guess what my gift was? I got to play in the NCAA tournament in Chicago against Kansas. CBS. Not channel 16, not channel 28, not channel 46, not channel 34.
24.
CBS.
Channel 22.
That's TBS.
I got to play in front of all of my friends in Chicago. My mom was sitting right behind the scores table. And I got to put my demonstration. I had 18 points. I shot 7 for 8 from the field, hit 4 or 4 from the free throw line. It's a pretty good game. Well, it was 52-50 at halftime. At the halftime, it was 52-50. Kansas was up 2. So we was giving them a run for their money. Second half rolled around, because a lot of us were immature and a lot of us didn't buy into the concept of team, everybody started going for themselves. They ended up blowing us out by like 30 in the second half. My one chance to make the biggest splash that I could make in basketball. And I put myself in that because I started, after I seen that they was doing what they was doing, I started doing it too. And it cost us because we could have beat them. It wasn't that they were better than us. It was that we decided to go against our game plan. So now senior year come around. I'm big man on campus now. It's my show. I don't gotta come off the bench, I'm starting. I'm averaging 24 points and 8 rebounds. I'm in the top 20 in the nation in scoring. In the nation, not in South in Indiana, in the nation. December rolling around, we lose about 3 or 4 games. I have been used to winning. I'm frustrated because I don't know how to express myself. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody to confide in. I punched one of my teammates in practice. It don't matter, I punched him. Changed my life. When I punched him, I seen money floating in the air. Because I just threw it away. Because guess what? The next words came out of my coach's mouth was, go get dressed. You out of here. Sitting at the crib waiting. I'm nervous because I'm like, man, I know I messed up. Part of me saying, I know they're going to give me another chance. But there's a huge part of me, because I know what I did was wrong, is saying, man, you messed up. I get a phone call. Your teammates voted you off the team. I got sent back to South Bend. I was in South Bend 4th month. Before I had some people in South Bend fight for me to get back in school. But that punch changed my life. I had an article in the South Bend Tribune last year. I just got inducted into the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame last year. So if you go to Newcastle, they have a Hall of Fame for high school basketball. I'm in there. And they did an article about that punch. It changed my life. It changed the dreams that I had, me going to the NBA and all of that. They all went out the window when I made that Once again, another bad decision. So out of 4 years in college, I only had 1 year where I didn't get in any trouble. And so I challenge you guys to focus. And I'm not trying to make this about me, but I want y'all to hear the mistakes that I made and how I jacked off a lot of opportunities that I had. And so now we're gonna do this exercise. I need you guys to take a deep breath. Blow it out slow. One more time, deep breath. Blow it out slow. One more time, deep breath. Blow it out slow. Now close your eyes. For the next 2 or 3 minutes, I want you to imagine what your future looks like. Think about it. Your future self, where you see yourself. What you see yourself doing. The house you're gonna be living in. The type of money you're gonna be making. The career you're gonna have. Bless you. One more minute. Some of y'all should be smiling because the dream should be real big. You should have the biggest house, the nicest cars, the prettiest wife. More seconds. Dream as big as you can dream. Ten more seconds. Open your eyes. Now write down what you saw. It don't gotta be in no type of form, it ain't gotta be in full sentences. If you just wanna write down one word, write down one word. If you wanna write down a full sentence, it can be a run-on sentence, it can be one big paragraph.
What's going on? Hey,
You up. And be as detailed as you want.
shit, so.
You wanna have 5 cards, 5 cards. One blue, one red, one purple, one gold. Write it all down. Done already? Oh my God. You talking about your future self. You done already? Ooh. Guess I can't knock it. I'm gonna wait to hear what you say. Huh? You know where it's at? Let's go. time. Try to steal his dream, man. You supposed to let nobody see your dream, man. There's a lot of dream stealers out there, man. I had a lot of people who I thought was close to me and my homeboys, and I told them what I wanted to do, and I thought they was gonna support it, and guess what they did? Instead of saying, come on, man, let's go to the court, I'll rebound for you, they said, come on, man, let's go over here and go do this. So you can't tell everybody what your dream is. That's your dream. You gotta have that on the inside of you. We're gonna get started, because I think we're done at 10:15. I need 3 people that's willing to share one of their dreams. Oh man, what's one of your dreams?
I want to be an Air Force pilot.
An Air Force pilot?
Yes.
What's up? Man. Have a good guard dog? Okay. You like dogs? Okay. I ain't heard from him. Let me hear from him when I talk. I'm gonna get you again. What's one of your dreams?
Being the starting quarterback in the NFL.
Being the starting quarterback in the NFL? You play football now? You a quarterback now? Okay. Well, you already on the road. You know, I'm gonna let y'all go. What's your
I want to have an engineering job.
an engineering job? So what, you plan on going to Purdue?
Yeah.
Okay, my man. What's yours?
Super Bowl, I made a touchdown on the last second. Now win the game.
That's what I'm talking about. Dream big. You got my dog. I'm tingling on the inside. I like that type. That's the type of dreams that I had. Hitting game-winning shots to win the championship. What's one of your dreams?
I imagine me like being small in high school and not making a team. Then I imagine practicing some more, and then like growing, and then making a team, and being big basketball.
I know a kid. How many of y'all ever heard of Heroes Camp? I'm a product of Heroes Camp. Pat Magley is my spiritual father. Had I not met Pat Magley, I would be in one of 2 places. I would either be dead or I would be in prison had I not met Pat Magley. And so it's important that you have somebody in your life that can impart to you. And he changed my life forever. Tattoos are not good, but I got some. But because I love Heroes Camp, I got Heroes Camp tatted on my arm. And underneath it says Soldier at War. Because it's a fight every day. Every day I wake up for y'all. And I don't even know y'all, but I know that there's so many young boys and so many young ladies that went through the same stuff that I went through. And I know all the time you don't always got somebody to support you, somebody to be there for you, somebody to talk to you. And so I wake up every day because I'm passionate about y'all. Every day. And there'll be some days that I don't want to get up. And now that I done met you guys, I'm going to see your face when I get up in the morning. On those days that I don't want to go to work, that I don't want to show up, I'm going to see your face. So, man, I got to get up for you, man. I got to. Somebody got to be there for me. So Pat changed my life. Heroes Camp changed my life because it gave me an opportunity to grow as a young man, as a young boy. It taught me some things about being a man. And so I am where I am and I'm doing what I'm doing because of that place. And so if you haven't been there, or if you've been there and you ain't been there in a while, I strongly advise you to go back. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
They just started a new thing, didn't they?
They just reopened. We were closed down for about 1.5 years or so. And so now I want y'all to take that piece of paper and turn it over. Because now we finna build a house. When I say build a house, how many of y'all live in a house that you don't want to live in no more? That you don't want to live in no more because you want something bigger, you want something better. You got a dream home? Have you dreamed about what your dream home look like, or you cool with the house you got? You cool with the house you got? Oh, it must be a nice house then. Can I come move in? And so your house is like your life. Some of us have lives that we don't like. And we want to move into a new life. And I'm gonna give you guys some things to write down, to take with you, and I want y'all to keep those things that you wrote down, and I want you to hang them up in the bathroom, hang them up over your bed, and I want you to look at them every day. Those dreams, look at them every day, and then begin to do the things that you need to do in order to make your dreams a reality. Because what you just did was you wrote a letter to your future self. That's what that assignment was. What's your name?
Cameron.
You wrote a letter to the future Cameron. And so now there's accountability. Because the future Cameron know what you wrote down. And so he waiting in the future on you to show up. Your future Michael is waiting on you. He waiting on you. And so now you got some stuff that you got to do. And you got to show up. Every day. You can't take no days off. Every day. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when you're tired. Because you know what you wrote down, and you know because you saw it. You close your eyes and you saw the stuff that you wrote down, right? So you know what it looked like. Now it's up to you to make it happen. So the first thing we're going to do is, I got it on here, my PowerPoint didn't work right. So we got to lay a foundation. Whenever you build in a house, you got to lay a foundation. So write down number 1, foundation. Underneath that, write A. And then put, who am I? Just write down, who am I? You're not going to answer it right now. This is something for you to do later. Second thing I want you to write, what do I have to offer? So put B and then put, what do I have to offer? Number 2, we need a west wall for the house. We need a west wall. West like the direction, west wall. And then write where I am in my current situation. So where you at right now? Or should I say, put what is my current situation?
You said what? Or
So
where?
put A, yep, put A. So it's west wall number 2. And then for A, put what is my current situation?
What do you mean? Like,
What's your current reality? Where you at right now in your life? In your life in totality, overall. It's not for you to answer right now. It's for you to do later. Did you write that down?
What you say again?
See, y'all not paying attention. I done said it 2 times.
Where are you at currently right now?
So what is my current situation? Third thing, we need an east wall. Number 3, east wall. And on the east wall, put A, where I want to be. Number 4, we need a ceiling. A ceiling. It's C-E-I-L-I-N-G.
how you spell it?
C-E-I-L-I-N-G. It's good. All I gotta do is click it.
Really?
Yeah. And then put A, my action plan. And in parentheses, put what, when, and how. And the last thing, Number 5 is we need a roof. Because you can't have a house without a roof. Because when it rains, and we know it's gonna rain, because we all done been through some stuff. If we ain't got no roof, the house gonna get damaged, it's gonna get flooded, so we gotta put a roof on. For A, put support. In parentheses, put those people that support my dream. B, negative influences or negative people. Let's put negative people. I know that seems odd, but you need to know who those people are too. I just told you I had a whole bunch of homeboys who I thought was my man. And I thought they wanted what I wanted, and they didn't. Some of my friends were jealous because they seen where I was going. And because they weren't doing anything with their lives, they would rather me come over and do nothing and be with them than to chase after my dreams. And so you need to know who those negative people are so you can keep them away from you. Real quick, I need about 5 of y'all to get over here in a circle so everybody can see. Because I'm gonna show you the power of negativity. I just need 5. How many of you guys know that in order for you to be successful, you gotta have the right type of people around you, the right type of people in your life? And they have to be positive. Because one negative person can mess it up. And so that's why we told, when we building a house, we gotta make sure we know who our support is. So let's go in a straight line so they can see it. I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna let you hold it, hold on. Now hold, Cameron, everybody hold hands. As a matter of fact, you need to come over here. Hold his hand, it's all right, man, he ain't got the cooties, come on. You come over here, because I need you to hold my hand. Oh, you see how you let it go? Hold it. If you got the right people in your life, this energy, all of us got electrical currents in our body and we have energy. We got the power to make things happen. Now let it go. All it takes is for one person. It's 6 of us in this group. If one of them, if I let go, it stops. Give me a hand. Make sure you guys got the right people in your life.
That's cool.
The reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now, the reason why my life is taking a change for the better, is because I have the right people in my life now. So begin to look at your friends. And I'm not saying you stop loving them and you stop talking to them. But if they're not adding value to your life, or they're not helping you get to your next, or they're not helping you get to your dreams, those things that you wrote on the paper, then you're going to have to drop them off. And then get some other people in your life that want to go to the NFL, want to go to college, or want to be engineers. And put them people in your life, and y'all hold hands, and y'all help each other get to y'all next. And hold each other accountable. Accountability is everything, man. Who in here is y'all boys? Who in here y'all real cool? Y'all bros? Who? And y'all got a nice little crew, man. Y'all need to hold each other accountable. If you see one of them slipping, if you a real brother, hey man, you tripping, man. You need to get your stuff together. And y'all do that to each other, man. And y'all help each other get to your next. And don't leave your brother behind. If one of them falling, man, the rest of y'all 5, go back and go get him. Say, come on, man, you can do this, and we're gonna walk with you. If y'all do that, man, I promise y'all gonna be successful, man. And I promise you, your life, that life that you got right now, that house that you're living in, it's gonna be the house that you want it to be. I thank y'all for coming to this session. I hope y'all learned something. There we go, give me a firm shake. I love love you, man. And I don't even know you, but I love you. Because I used to be you. And I know that's hard because y'all don't hear men telling men that they love me. It was hard for me to receive. When I met Pat, Pat kissed me on my cheek. He said he loved me. I'm like, oh, man, you tripping. And you did it in front of all my guys? Oh, man, you on one. But he been with me since I was 17 years old. When I was in trouble, he was there. When I got ready to leave to go overseas, my dad wasn't there. My mom didn't have the money to help me out. Pat Magley maxed out his credit card.
That's yours?
That's yours.
He bought me the stuff that I needed in order for me to go play. I played professional basketball overseas. I played in Bordeaux, France for 2 years. I played in Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico. I played in Argentina and I played in Singapore. First job, I made $3,000 a month. The last job I had, I made $10,000 a month, but I broke my kneecap. And that's why you guys need to prepare. Don't put all your eggs in the football and the basketball basket, man. Because one day, the ball start bouncing and the football get deflated. And so you need to know what you want to do and what you want to be in life. Thank you. What school y'all go to?